Mansa Musa Ai, c. 1280, c. 1337, was the emperor of the Mali Empire and is remembered as one of the richest and most successful rulers in history. Under his reign, Mali became a dominant empire in West Africa, known for its vast wealth, powerful military, and strong trade networks. Musa's wealth came from the abundant gold and salt resources in Mali, which he effectively controlled and traded. At the height of his power, he expanded the empire to include large parts of West Africa, including the rich trading cities of Timbuktu and Gao, making Mali a cultural and economic hub. One of his most famous achievements was his pilgrimage to Mecca, Hajj, in 1324, where he distributed gold generously, causing inflation in Egypt and making the world aware of his immense wealth and power. This pilgrimage also helped strengthen ties between Mali and the Islamic world. Mansa Musa was a patron of education, building madrasas, Islamic schools, mosques, and libraries, especially in Timbuktu, which became a leading center of learning, culture, and trade. His reign marked a golden age for Mali and is remembered for its wealth, cultural prosperity, and Islamic influence. Taharqa was a powerful ruler of the Kingdom of Kush and the 25th dynasty of Egypt, reigning from 690 to 664 BCE. He is known for uniting Nubia, modern-day Sudan, and Egypt, creating one of the strongest African empires of the time. Taharqa successfully defended Egypt against Assyrian invasions for many years and led military campaigns into the Levant, modern-day Middle East. He was also a great builder, commissioning temples, pyramids, and monuments in Thebes, Karnak, and Nubia, continuing the architectural traditions of the pharaohs. A strong supporter of religion and culture, Taharqa promoted the worship of Amun and helped restore Egypt's former glory during his reign. His rule is remembered as a time of military strength, cultural revival, and unity between Egypt and Nubia. If we exclude Mansa Musa, another extremely successful African king was Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu, 1787-1828, Empire, Zulu Kingdom, region, Southern Africa. Success, military, political, and nation building. Why Shaka Zulu was so successful? Revolutionary military leader, Shaka reformed the Zulu military, introducing new tactics, training methods, and weapons, especially the short stabbing spear, and tight formation fighting, the buffalo horns strategy, which made his army nearly unbeatable in the region. Built a powerful kingdom, he transformed a small Zulu clan into a dominant regional power, conquering or absorbing dozens of tribes and forming a centralized and disciplined state. Cultural and social reforms. Shaka implemented social reforms that promoted unity, loyalty, and military discipline, laying the foundation for a strong national identity. Strategic brilliance. He used both diplomacy and force, often avoiding unnecessary bloodshed by convincing rival chiefs to join his kingdom peacefully. Legacy. Though his reign was short, 1816-1828, his military innovations and the kingdom he built influenced Southern Africa for generations and left a legacy of Zulu strength and unity. Shaka Zulu is remembered as one of the most effective and feared military rulers in African history. Queen Zingambande, 1583 to 1663, was the powerful and resilient ruler of the kingdoms of Ndongo and Matamba in present-day Angola. She is remembered for her brilliant diplomacy, military strategy, and fierce resistance against Portuguese colonization and the transatlantic slave trade. Nzinga became queen during a time of crisis and immediately took steps to protect her people and territory. She formed alliances with other African states and even with the Dutch, using both warfare and negotiation to resist Portuguese expansion for over 40 years. She restructured her government, trained a loyal army, and promoted economic and social reforms to strengthen her kingdom. Nzinga also challenged traditional gender roles, ruling as an equal to male kings and even leading troops in battle. Her legacy remains as a symbol of African resistance, leadership, and courage, especially for women in leadership roles. Sundiata Keita was the founder of the Mali Empire in the 13th century and is remembered as one of West Africa's greatest leaders. Born with a physical disability, he overcame early hardships to unite the fragmented Mandinka tribes and defeat the powerful Soso king Sumanguru at the Battle of Kirina around 1235. His victory marked the beginning of the Mali Empire, which became one of the wealthiest and most influential empires in African history. Sundiata established a strong government, promoted justice, trade, and agriculture, and laid the foundation for future prosperity, especially under rulers like Mansa Musa. He is celebrated in West African oral tradition as a heroic and wise king, and his life story is famously preserved in the Epic of Sundiata.